It's baking hot in London. I've got to get out of here. So let's go for a run on the trails. Hello everybody, my name's Ben Parks, 236 marathoner and ultra runner, and today I'm out hitting up some trails down in Surrey, just getting some vertical in. Got some really big races coming up with some serious mountain climbing. So living in central London, it's never easy to get any climbing in, so we're hitting up some trails down in Surrey where there's some big hills. So yeah, join me along for the run today and we can just have a bit of a chat about what's going on, and hopefully I can give you some advice about trail running and the kit I'm using and what's going on. So we'll see you out in a bit. So we're 3k into the run now and we've got our first climb. So what you really want to concentrate on is nice short steps, work those shoulders, get that arms driving through, and yeah, nice short steps, and keep that forward momentum going. If it gets tough, hands on knees like this and drive up the hill, but this one's not too bad, so we're going to keep running up. How nice is this? Sun's out, nowhere in the world, nowhere else in the world you'd rather be. So we've got to a little bit of technical trail here. Let's have a look going down, and what you want to do is try and keep shorten your stride nicely again, and you want to try and balance with your arms out. I can't do that because I've got the camera in one hand, so arms out, shorten your stride on these very technical sort of downhill trails. And I quite like sort of going from side to side in a sweeping motion, just to take some of the severe elevation out of going sort of straight down. And yeah, as it sort of slightly sort of the elevation decreases near the bottom, you can open your legs up a little bit and increase your stride length and get some speed up. We are 8k into the run and we've got 245 metres climbed, and it is glorious. We've just got to the top of Surrey Hill, and as you can see behind me, the view is absolutely incredible. So a quick chat about kit, and a lot of people ask me about packs and things, and obviously when you go trail running there's a lot of stuff you've got to carry. So yeah, I've got two different packs that I really like to use. This is a Salomon S-Lab Sense Set 2. It's a 2 litre pack, I think that's right. I'll put the correct term on the screen. And yeah, you get two soft flasks with these, which are super handy because yeah, they're sort of really lightweight, squishy, and they just conform to the shape of your body, so there's no sort of bouncing around, and yeah, super comfortable. These are 500 mils, so on this pack in particular I can carry a litre of water out with me, which when it's nigh on 30 degrees, what's that, about 85 Fahrenheit today, absolutely baking. I can go out for about 25k and take a lot of fluids with me, and then you get two big pockets at the front which you can put loads of extra stuff in there, and then yeah, all sort of holds together that, and then yeah, you can jump around, and as you can see there's no sort of bouncing or anything, everything stays together. You also get a little pocket on the back, and in the back I've got, what do I got in here today? I've got my jacket, which does seem a bit ridiculous as it's so hot, but you never know what's going to happen. to use. So yeah, always take my lightweight jacket with me, and I've got some nutrition stuffed in the back of here as well. So I've got a chia charge bar, because you've got about 400 calories in those. Super good. And one of these Cis electrolyte gels, because yeah, it's super hot today. So yeah, that's my pack that I use. I have also got a bigger pack which I use for sort of when you've got mandatory kit lists and to take things up into the mountains. You want your poles in there as well, and I'll talk about that later on. Right, we're just heading down from that climb now, and a question I get asked a lot is, a lot of people have done marathons, even half marathons, they want to step up and do some trails and ultras, and they never really know what distance to do or where to start. Well, I always say, look up a 50k, a trail 50k for your first one, because you're used to running a marathon distance, so you've only got another sort of 8 odd k to find on top of that. But you don't want to push yourself with a 50 mile too soon, because when you're out on the trails you've got to deal with elevation, and yeah, there's going to be a lot of extra challenges to deal with. You don't want to push yourself too much. So yeah, find yourself a little 50k, try and find yourself a 50k with a bit of elevation. You know, challenge yourself, get some hill training in, and push it up a bit. And then once you got that out of the way, I'd then always really stick to your 50 milers. In the UK, have a look up at Centurion Running. They've got some really great events, and that's definitely the first place I would start for my first 50-mile race. Right, let's have a chat about shoes. Always a controversial subject, with everybody having their favourites. I've got two particular favourites that I always recommend for people that are getting into trail running, and they are the Salomon S-Lab Ultra. I've got them on now, I don't even know what they're called. Salomon S-Lab Sense Ultra. They look like this. Let's pause the watch. They look like this. Yeah, really good treadwear pattern on the bottom. I've done about 500 k's in these, and they still look absolutely fine. Really good solid shoe. You've got this quick lace system on the front, so you don't need shoelaces and things that never come undone. Super stable around all corners. You can run on tarmac in these as well. I mean, they're certainly not a road shoe, but really super stable, really good shoe. The other one I like to recommend is the Hoka 11 or Hoka One ATR, which probably just stands for all terrain, I don't know. 3 or 4, they're very similar. If you can find some 3s on discount, that's good. Again, yeah, very sort of similar shoe. Really good amount of protection, quite good amount of cushioning in there as well, so it's nice and soft for running on the trail. So yeah, check one of those two shoes out if you want to get a new pair or you're new to trail running, and I'll put some links down below to where you can buy them online. So we are now, well, I don't know, it says 14k to go, so about 11-ish k into the run, and just have a little chat about what I've got coming up in the future. So in about 10 days time we're heading off to Verbier for the Verbier Saint Bernard, which is a 73k race with 4,000 meters of climbing to do during the race, which is kind of why I'm out here now, getting in all these hills. And then they've got 3 other key races coming up after that. The North Downs Way, 100 miles. They've got the Autumn 100, 100 miles, and Ultra Vasan in Sweden, which is a super flat race, but about 90k through the Swedish forests. And then we're going to finish the year up in Valencia to have a crack at a sub 2:30 road marathon. So we're going to get those ultras out of the way and then get in a solid amount of road training for that last crack at sub 2:30 this year. If you've decided to take the plunge and into that race, then what do you need to be doing to prepare? Well, it goes without saying, you've got to get out and spend some time on the trails that the course is going to be on. Now, if you've been to the race in the Alps or something, that's not really going to be possible, but a couple of training weekends up in the Lake District, Peak District, where there's some serious hills where you can be climbing for 10, 20, half an hour, even up to an hour for a single climb, that's really going to pay dividends when you get out to the race. Now, in the south of England, North Downs Way, South Downs Way, Box Hill on the North Downs Way, some big climbs around there, and you've just got to spend time to get out and get a lot of climbing in your legs. It's really going to strengthen it up. Now, if you've got access to a gym, treadmills, they can be your friend in this sort of environment, and get that on the incline setting and just, oh, my arm's getting tired. Get that on the incline setting and just get as much elevation as you can. Vary the level of intensity, and just a lot of time. Steppers as well. Some people use steppers in the gym. It's not really the sort of thing I use. But treadmill, elevation, and vary it as you go. I mean, if you're lucky enough to have a treadmill with decline on it as well, practice those downhills. They're normally just as much downhill as uphills in a lot of these races. And so don't just go powering up the hills out in your run, but powering down them as well. Really, really super important to get that in. Super steep down here. But keep it going, short steps, get your arms out to balance, and you'll be fine. Then as soon as you get down to the bottom, you've got to go up the hill the other side. Principle, nice short steps, drive with those arms and lean nicely into the climb, and just keep moving forward. If you need to walk a bit, no harm in walking, hands on knees, and drive forward. Spin round so you can see the view here. So we are about 18k in, 550 metre climb. Now it's on to our final climb up top of Leith Hill. Another little bit of advice for anybody new to trail running or people that have done a few races is don't look at your watch and try and compare it to the times you do on the road. So many people want to go out for a 10k trail run and think it's going to take the same amount of time as it will on the road. It's just not going to happen. It's a completely different kettle of fish. So if you look down and your pace is way down on your road running times, don't worry, like it really is for everybody. So listen to your body. If you go off at the same pace as you normally would on the road, you're going to burn out pretty quickly. So listen to your body, run on that perceived effort rather than on what your watch is saying, and then you'll get into your rhythm and your energy levels will last a lot longer. Alright, we're heading up the final climb. We've got about 2.7k to go. Going to be reaching about 800 meters total climb at the top of this one. It's really tough, run out of water, and yeah, but we've got a lot of water in the car, so just powering on through, get the last few K done, and then we can relax and have that water. Can't stop thinking about it. I wish I took a third spare water bottle today. It is baking. Right, let's get it done. Here we go, the top of the final climb, and how nice is that for a rewarding view at the top, eh? About 800 meters of climbing done now. Whoa, so dehydrated, should have bought more water, but a litre was going to be enough really. We've got a mile all downhill to the car now, but I'm just going to sit here and take in the view for a bit. We're going to leave this lovely view behind and get the last bit of the run done and head down the hill to the car. Let's go! It's just finishing up the run now. The car is in sight, my bottle of water is in sight, and yeah, thanks very much for following along. If you like these kind of videos, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notifications button to get notified when I upload new videos. Lots more content coming up, and as I say, thanks for following, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!